Coming at you live from Palm Springs Stadium, it's time for Power Baseball. I'm Zach Durham here with Johnny Maldonado inside of the Agua Caliente press box. And we have a special treat for you baseball fans as the Power are hosting the Palm Springs Fire and Police Departments for an inaugural fundraiser game. Tonight's exhibition game, sponsored by El Paseo Jewelers, is a fundraiser, and all donations will go towards the police and fire associations. Johnny, can you tell us more about this fundraiser tonight?
Yes, just as you mentioned, it's an exhibition game with the fundraiser going towards the police and fire departments. The way it will work is that all the power players, fire, and police department participants will sign a wooden baseball bat, which will later be auctioned off after the game.
Certainly a good cause. It's a good atmosphere here. We got the fire department and the police department sharing uniforms. We got black uniforms on top of white pants. We got a two-tone jersey with the numbers, half red, half blue. So good to see the collaboration between the two departments that keep our city safe. For the Power, it is Andrew Pinedo on the mound getting the start, as he is a guy that is pretty familiar with the Power, and they're familiar with him.
Oh, yes, so he has some really good stats with the Hope International University. He's pitched in 8 games, and he does have a 3-0 record, so he is undefeated over there. Although he does have 26 innings pitched, and he has allowed only 14 hits, so as you can tell, he is pretty up there within the skill range. So let's see if these fire department and police participants will be able to do anything against him.
For the Power defensively, it's Tyler Nelson behind the plate catching. Over at first base, it's KJ Moon. Second base, it's Cato Kleinman. Third base, Michael Gonzalez. And playing shortstop for the Power is Dalton Thomas. The outfield from left to right is Grayson Gegg, Keaton Nadeau, and Rylan Evans. As Pinedo fires his final warm-up pitch. And the throw down to second from Tyler Nelson. And we are just about to get started here at Palm Springs Stadium for the inaugural fundraiser game between the fire and police departments and the Palm Springs Power. Leading off for the fire and police will be number 32, Jordan Alvarez, batting from the left-hand side. Lefty versus lefty to start off this matchup. And we're underway as Pinedo fires a strike down the middle. 0-1 to start out. Another pitch is outside to the lefty. That'll even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
As we can tell, he is being very patient up at the plate with the 1-1 count, and let's see what he does next.
Pinedo, the lefty, kicks and throws. Chops down to third base. It's picked up by Gonzalez. Throws it over to first and gets the first out of the game.
It's a great start for Pinedo. He's only 3 pitches in with 1 out.
Yeah, a little dribbler to the third base side, forcing Gonzalez to come up. It was a good throw over to KJ Moon, who has played all over this. Played right field last night. He's playing first base tonight for the Power. And that'll bring up Dylan Costello, batting second for the departments. Takes ball 1.
They are being very patient up there tonight, taking the first pitch strike. And
yeah. A lot of these guys, very experienced in the game of baseball. Whether they've been staying up with the game, that's left to be known, but that's a good hack right there from Costello.
Very healthy.
Fouls it off to the right-hand side.
Healthy hack right there as being aggressive, looking for a fastball.
Yeah, I'm sure the two departments are going to be fighting for, so to let's say, bragging rights over who can hit the ball hardest, who can play defense the best. It'll certainly be a matchup within the matchup
It'll be
tonight.
very fun to see.
Pinedo's throw. Nice grounder. Diving play from Gonzalez. It's in and out of the glove. It was a good effort, but safe at first base will be Costello for the first base runner for the departments.
The departments are being very aggressive at the moment, swinging at fastballs, putting it in play, making the power players make defensive plays.
That'll bring up another Costello. We got 3 of them in the lineup tonight. This time it's Liam Costello. as he steps into the right-handed batter's box versus the lefty Pinedo. Runner on first with 1 out. First pitch in there on the outer half for strike 1. Pinedo gets ahead in the count. Andrew Pinedo out of Indio, California, went to La Quinta High School. As that one goes in for strike 2. Played with the Power last season. Had a ERA of 3.37 in 26.2 innings pitched. As Costello fouls one off, and he stays alive. Still 0-2.
Let's see if the departments can continue to put the ball in play to make sure the runner advances and see if they could get an early run this early in the game.
Yeah, I want to see if they're going to be hitting runs, who's going to be stealing bases, how aggressive are they going to play this game against the Power?
Or if they're doing any small ball, that'd be interesting to see.
0-2 to Costello. Swings and a miss. No drop third, as that'll be the second out of the inning, as Dylan Costello goes down swinging. That'll bring up the left-handed hitter. No, excuse me, righty. Looked like he was settling into that right-handed, left-handed batter's box. It's going to be Richard Solomon, the cleanup hitter for the departments. Number 25, a red 2, and a blue 5. That's ball 1, up and in to Solomon. Pinedo's behind in the count.
Great start to the game with these batters. They are being very patient.
They're waiting for their pitch. Certainly wanting to drive one, as that one is in foul territory over towards the Boys and Girls Club down the right field line.
Just a little late, but let's see if they can make any adjustments.
1-1 count with 2 outs. Solomon, the cleanup hitter, at the plate, going up against Andrew Bear Pinedo for the Power. Leaves that one high. It's a 2-1 count. Temperature pretty low today. It was very overcast all day. Misters are on here at Palm Springs Stadium. Fires that one low in the dirt. That'll push the count to 3-1.
That is a great take by the batter right now.
Yeah, Solomon with a very patient approach. As you've been saying, Johnny, they're waiting for their pitch. And very patient approach, forcing Pinedo to throw strikes. And he leaves that one up. So it's a 2-out walk to Solomon, as Costello on second, Solomon on first. 2 runners on with 2 outs. That'll bring up the 5-hole hitter, Marcus Litch. Big number 5 from the right-hand side. Opportunity with 2 runners on to bring one home in the top of the first inning. Pinedo leaves that one up. It's ball 1.
And these guys came ready to play today. They're not looking at strikes. They are always hacking all the time.
Pinedo sets, looks over at second. Nobody covering the bag. Taking his time and fires on the inner half, and it's chopped away from Litch towards the department's dugout on the first base side. Litch standing at the very far back of that right-handed batter's box, wanting to see all of what Bear Pinedo has to offer. And that's a good fastball in the outer half, swing and a miss from Litch. Strike 2. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs in the top of the first.
Let's see if Pinedo can get out of this jam early on in the game.
He sets, looks back to second, kicks and throws. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the top of the first inning. A couple base runners for the departments, but nothing to show for as we head to the bottom half of the first here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. Warming up for the departments as he gets the starting nod is Travis Gilbert, the right-handed pitcher. Taking the bump for the departments, he'll be taking on this power lineup. Leading off is Cato Kleinman. Right behind him is Michael Gonzalez, Rylan Evans, Keaton Nadeau in the cleanup spot. Followed by Grayson Gegg, Tyler Nelson, KJ Moon, Dalton Thomas, and Isaac Rodriguez. That rounds up the power lineup. Taking on the departments, which I think is a good little nickname for them.
Very good nickname for both of them. And let's see if Cato Kleinman could get it started today, as he's been a little cold at the plate lately the past 2 games, but today's a new game, and let's see if he can do anything.
Yeah, his brother Casey's been the leadoff hitter for the first 2 nights for the Power. 9-3 and 9-2 victories over the Utah Labs. Casey Kleinman was the leadoff hitter both of those nights. But this night, it's his brother Cato who gets the nod. Stepping into the left-handed batter's box he goes, as the Power second baseman looking to set the tone for the guys right behind him. The delivery from Gilbert, and that one immediately gets Kleinman with a little bit of a smile. He thought about charging the mound before easing up.
Way to stay in the box and get a free base.
Hey, just rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, he'd be all good.
First pitch from Gilbert finds the right leg of Cato Kleinman, so he goes down to first. That's going to bring up Michael Gonzalez, the third baseman for the Power. Almost made a diving play in the top half of the first.
And let's see if Michael Gonzalez can work another walk, as he has 2 already in the past game.
He's had some good vision this season so far, albeit a very short sample size. Only 2 games under his belt this season.
And 1 hit by pitch as well.
As he kind of chops that one down the third base line. It's going to be in fair territory. No play at second, and the one-hop throw to first is not in time, as Gonzalez beats that one out. There's runners on first and second for the Power.
Now, Rylan Evans has a little bit more at-bats from the starting, too, but he's also having a cold start, although he does have a walk with those at-bats.
Rylan Evans, the junior from University of the Pacific, as he takes ball 1. 2025, he hit 240 and 124 at-bats, 14 runs, 5 doubles, 3 home runs, and 16 RBIs. As he smokes that one down the left field line, hooking towards the Power bullpen, and in fair territory it goes, foul territory, excuse me, as that was a hard hit foul ball.
Yeah, he's all over that fastball. That's one pitch he wish he'd get back.
Fastball in the inner half, he just absolutely turned on it, just couldn't keep it fair. It's a 1-1 count. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for the Power 3 hitter. Skips in the dirt in the left-handed batter's box. That'll be ball 2. 2-1 count to Rylan Evans.
I like how they're not trying to go for the fences with this pitcher right here, as they know they're not college-level experience, but they are staying pitching at the plate.
Big leg kick. And that one's flied out to center field. And that one's going to drop in front of the center fielder, behind the second baseman, kind of in no man's land. And we got a guy caught in no man's land right here on the base paths. It's Michael Gonzalez at second, and he is, the ball is dropped. He was caught in a rundown going back to second base. The ball is dropped. That allows Kleinman to go from third to home and score the first run of the game. A lot going on that play as the fly ball too shallow for the center fielder to get, too deep for the second baseman to get to. As Gonzalez got caught in a rundown, errant throw allows Cato Kleinman to score on a wacky play for our first run.
What a start to the first inning. We had a man on first and second in the first inning with Pinedo, and now we got the department trying to get their first out of the game.
That one's in there for strike one against Keaton Nato. Nato on the season, only one game played on opening night. Played center field. That ball is in the left-handed batter's box, even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Still nobody out. First and second are the runners for the Power in a 1-0 ball game.
All Gerber needs is a double play, and he'll be for sure getting out of this jam.
Nato ropes that into right field, right at the right fielder, who makes a nice grab, kind of a sliding fall to the grass. Really nice play by the right fielder for the first out of the bottom of the first.
Big play to get the first out, but that's the most important one. Just get him started, and let's see if Travis Gilbert can get out of this jam.
Gilbert gets this first out. Now we got runners on the corners. That'll bring up Grayson Gegg, the lefty from Mercer University. As we got fire sirens going on in the background. Not everybody can be here at this game today. Some others still have duties to do. 1 ball, no strike to Gegg. Fastball outer half from Gilbert. Catch that outside corner for strike 1.
Let's see if Grayson Gregg could do any damage right here, as he, as a senior in high school, he batted .413.
That ball's on the dirt, skips away, but no advancement from either of the runners. That pushes the count to 2-1. Yeah, I mean, he's not just a weapon on the field. He's an absolute academic weapon. He had a 4.35 GPA at his high school. Also hit .413.
It's very, very high for a high school player, along with 3 home runs and 31 RBIs.
So he is a weapon on and off the field, as that pitch is high for ball 3. The count's 3-1.
This is a hitter's count right here, and let's see if we can take advantage of that.
He's probably sitting fastball here. The kick and throw is outside. That'll be ball 4, and the bases are juiced for the catcher, Tyler Nelson, with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Power up 1-0.
Now this is their opportunity to break it open right here in the first inning.
Yeah, last night it took them a little bit to get the offense going. They only had 2 runs going into the 7th inning before that 7-run explosion in that bottom half of the 7th. Fastball, outer corner, perfectly dotted for strike 1.
Seems like Travis Gilbert is trying to get a double play here. Let's see if we can get him to roll over or jam him right in the bat.
Swing from Nelson in fair territory. Step on the bag from third. They get the out at third, but the run scores, and Nelson is safe at first. So it's an RBI fielder's choice for Nelson. And the Power have a 2-0 lead with 2 outs. Still 2 runners on base.
That's all right, though. If they score a run, they scored a run, but they did get the second out of the inning.
Yeah, the third baseman over there, I believe that's Alvarez over there. Making a nice play to get down in the dirt, protecting that ball from squeezing past him. And all they had to do was step on the bag for that second out. Here's KJ Moon, who take ball 1.
And he might have saved a run after that as well.
The 1-0 to Moon is way inside. He's able to avoid it. KJ Moon, also from Mercer University. Lettered in football as a tight end in his senior year playing baseball. Hit .337, 9 home runs, 41 RBIs. Swing and a miss from Moon. That was a good hack on that upper fastball.
Yeah, KJ Moon is one of those guys that should be getting hot already with those stats. He should be ready to smash the ball at any point in this game.
He takes a good hack, but he gets under it just past the infield and brought down by the shortstop. That'll be the third out of the inning. So the Power put 2 on the board in the bottom half of the first. They take an early lead. We'll see you in the top of the second.
Somewhere down there is you. And just like us, you're an amazing Palm Springs vacation home. I bet we have a lot in common. Elevated, yet down to earth. A place to soak it up, sip it down, and make a splash. A place where staying in is even better than going out. Not just a place for visiting, a place for living in the moment. That moment when vacation dreams become reality. You're one of Palm Springs' best kept secrets. Let's show you off. Because you're so much more than just a home. You're a destination. You're an adventure. You're an idyllic escape. You're a happy place.
Replaced or repaired? Then your company. We do it all. New installs, retrofit. For 100 years, overcommitted to bringing you the garage doors, commercial accessories, whether garage door for your home and commercial door for your business or integrated door system application. See the red ribbon logo, the genuine, the original products and service you need. Look for the red ribbon for products that are reliable and safe. Our service technicians are trained, knowledgeable, and background checked. Our continued success is due to our exceptional employees. Call 760-772-3667. Overhead Door Company. We sell the best and service the rest.
Look out to the leader. Overhead Door.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Zach Durham here with Johnny Maldonado. We're inside of the Agua Caliente press box, and we're in the top of the second of this inaugural fundraiser game with the Palm Springs Power and the Palm Springs Fire and Police Departments. As coming up to lead off this top of the second will be Hayden Wright, excuse me. Big number 15 steps into the right-handed batter's box as Andrew Pinedo back out there for a second inning of work.
Being down 0-2, can Wright be able to get the team starting to rally early to come back?
Going to take a lead-off spark. Here's the pitch from Pinedo inside to the righty for ball one. I mentioned earlier Pinedo had a few outings, 9 of them to be exact, for the Power in 2024 through 26.2 innings across last summer. That's a good fastball in the outer half. Swing and a miss from Wright. It's a 1-1 count. The on-base allowed, or batting average allowed from Pinedo was what stands out from his stats from last season. As another swing and a miss from Wright, the count goes to 1-2. In those 9 outings last season, Pinedo holding opposing hitters to a 144 batting average.
With 32 strikeouts as well.
The 1-2 is up and away for ball 2 as Wright gets to see another pitch. Pinedo, the lefty, gets set. Takes his time, kicks and fires. Leaves that one up. And extending this at bat is Wright, trying to make Pinedo throw as many pitches as he can. Wonder how the Power are approaching this game. Is this a, try some new things or just kind of go out there? Oh. That's a nice hit right there from Wright over the left fielder's head. Off the Sherman's Deli and Bakery wall in left center field. The throw in from Gegg to third, and that's a stand-up double from Hayden Wright.
Wright got his pitch, and he absolutely did not miss. And let's see if the departments can take advantage of this leadoff double. What a big hit to start off the inning.
That was almost perfectly in the left center gap. It's 350 down to the left field corner. I'd say about 375 to that Sherman's Deli sign, and that ball bounced halfway up that wall. Maybe a different day with a jet stream carries that thing out of here. As of now, it's a leadoff double for Wright.
Big boy alley for sure.
First pitch to Blasick is up and away. For ball one, he's got an opportunity to drive home the first run for the departments. Chad Blasick, the right-hander. It's a nice swing on a fastball up in the zone for strike one.
With those 32 strikeouts, though, he does have a good amount of walks within those 9 add-ons he did have with the power last season. He has a total of 22 walks, and he has been throwing a good amount of balls. But the departments are hacking away.
Blasick fouls off a pitch over behind near the home plate entrance here at Palm Springs Stadium. The count's now 1-2. Wright is on second after that loud leadoff double. The 1-2 is low as Blasick is hanging in there with Pinedo.
The departments are actually hanging in. They're making Pinedo work for these outs.
I think he's starting to realize that this is not any other game. Same approach as any other night.
There might be more on the line with these departments, as it might be bragging rights after.
Good pitch there, low and away, gets Blasick chasing. That'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Max Reynoso, settling into the right-handed batter's box.
Can Reynoso do anything in order to move him, or hopefully bring him in so it could cut the deficit down in half?
Fastball on the outer half, catches the zone for strike one. As Reynoso, pretty straight up stance, not a whole lot of movement from his upper or lower half as he takes ball one.
Yeah, we could tell who were the starters on their teams when they were in high school.
Kind of got that Gary Sheffield thing going with him there with the little
shimmy with the bat.
Yeah, decided to pull that out as he takes another ball. Still a runner on second with one out. As Reynoso settling back in to the back of that right-handed batter's box. Pinedo gets set. No look back and just fires way outside. That's going to be a pass ball. Wright easily going from second to third, and Reynoso will watch ball four and take the walk down to first base. So runners on the corners for the departments with one out, and that's going to bring up the pitcher in Travis Gilbert, trying to get those 1 or 2 runs back after giving up 2 in the bottom half of the first to the power.
This is their good chance to get it right here, right now. As Pinedo has been a little wild lately, but again, he does have those 32 strikeouts under his belt from last season.
And a good opportunity for the power to play some situational defense. As the lefty fires, misses with ball one. Ground ball up the middle, you're going to turn 2. The corner infield's playing back, so I doubt that they're going to go home on this play, but interesting to see what the power will do defensively on a ground ball with one out, runners on the corners.
It is still early in the game. Playing back is no issue at all. I believe they do have the talent to get some more runs back, but right now, all they got to do is just get out of this inning or at least get an out right here.
A 2-0 count to the opposing pitcher. That one catches the zone for strike one. It's now 2-1. Gilbert looks comfortable with the bat in his hand. Kicks and fires his Pinedo. He's up and away for ball 3.
The departments are taking advantage of his wildness at the moment right now.
3-1 count. Hitters count. Let's see if Gilbert tries to drive one here. Pinedo sets. Kicks and fires. And that one's away for ball 4. So back-to-back walks. And that'll flip the lineup over to the top. And it's going to be Jordan Alvarez, the leadoff hitter, stepping into the left-handed batter's box with the bases juiced and 1 out here in the top of the second. Trying to get the first couple of runs for the departments. Fastball in for ball 1 as Pinedo's starting to lose command.
Now, can the departments take advantage of how wild he's been lately?
As Alvarez choking up on the bat a little bit, just trying to put it in play. It was a 5-3 ground out for him last time. Play was made by Michael Gonzalez to kick off this ball game. It's a 2-0 count. As Pinedo has nowhere to put him. He fires. Swing and a miss from Alvarez. That's the first strike.
It's a good hack at least. Put it in play, that's all you can do at the moment right here.
Yeah, he can look like a walking swing, if you will.
Like
just
Ichiro.
trying to do anything to put that ball in play.
They need to take advantage of these situations right here early on, as Pinedo has not been able to find the strike zone lately.
Pinedo steps off the mound. Alvarez steps out of the box before re-entering. Pinedo set, and his 2-1 delivery. Fastball up and away, swing and a miss from Alvarez. That evens up the count at 2-2. Feels like a big pitch here. He's got a ball to give him, but Pinedo's wanting to get outs as soon as possible. That one's fouled off over into the parking lot as Alvarez stays alive. Good hack for him, just to put the bat on the ball and fight to see another day.
Yes, he is staying alive up there just like the rest of the batters are. They are not afraid to hack at anything close.
Middle infield playing not very straight up. Dalton Thomas, the shortstop's shading over towards second base.
Just making sure they don't get that extra run in.
This time Alvarez steps out, and Pinedo follows with a step off. Before delivering the 2-2, and that's a nice slider. Gets the swing and a miss from Alvarez for the second out.
Very big strikeout to get out of this jam. Still needs one more, though, but can he be able to command his pitches with this at-bat?
That's going to bring up Dylan Costello, one of the 3 Costellos in this lineup for the departments. And a big spot here. Bases loaded with 2 outs in the top of the second. Power lead 2-0 over the fire and police departments. First pitch fastball up and away for ball 1 to Dylan Costello. Now this is a guy who looks really comfortable with the bat in his hands. Nice little movement and swing, step, and watches that fastball on the outer half for strike. Costello looks like he might have been hitting in the top 3 or 4 spots in his playing days. And he's got the good vision, too. He watches that one low and away for a ball.
Just trying to see as many pitches as he can until he finds the one he loves.
Pinedo, the lefty, kicks and fires. Catches the upper corner for strike 2. It's a 2-2 count.
The 2s are running wild today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and down by 2.
2 hits apiece for each team. 2 errors for the departments. That one's flied over by shortstop, and Dalton Thomas is able to make the play. The left fielder Gag was coming in, but it's Thomas who comes up with it as Pinedo and the Power get out of a jam. They hang on to a 2-0 lead. We'll be back in the 3rd inning, coming at you from Palm Springs Stadium.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Back here at Palm Springs Stadium, still a 2-0 game. Power lead over the fire department and police departments. They had a bit of an opportunity there in the top half of the second. Bases loaded with only one out. Started by that leadoff double.
It's a great hit by him. There's been a lot of action lately, which is great to see against with the departments and the power teams. Can they continue to keep the runners on base?
Hayden Wright, the one smacking that double off the left center wall. And gets behind the plate as he's the one on catching duty for the departments. And Dalton Thomas steps in for the power, making his first start of this summer. Had a plate appearance on opening night and struck out. So he's eager to get back in there.
Yeah,
watches ball one.
He does have some good numbers with the power. Last season, he batted .286 with an OBP of 404, so he does have some good numbers.
Yeah, he's a guy that head coach Casey Dill spoke very highly of. Guy who's been around this ballpark. This is his third season with the power. As the 2-0 is in there, it's now 2-1 to Dalton Thomas. But yeah, Casey Dill spoke very highly of him. Pinpointed him as a leader in the clubhouse. Just kind of who he is. Swing and a miss from Thomas. Strike two, the count's even.
And he actually started out in the PSCO, actually. And it's great to see him improve into the power teams.
The 2-2. Thomas watches that one kick up into the dirt. Count runs full. He was a part of back-to-back CPCL championships with the power. When I spoke with him before the season started about last year's run, he quite simply said, we weren't leaving without any hardware. And that's kind of the mindset that him and his teammates are coming into this season with.
That's always the one thing you always want to hear with teams that always win.
Thomas ropes that one to left field. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder as he has a base hit to lead off the top or bottom of the second.
And just as you mentioned earlier, he does have one at bat, but he did take advantage of this one right here, getting his first hit of the summer.
Now I'll bring up Isaac Rodriguez. Steps into the right-handed batter's box. Rodriguez getting some at-bats. He got some time last night. 4 at-bats. He got a hit and scored a run. First pitch swinging. Bloops it. It's going to drop in front of the second baseman. No play. He beats the throw. Awkward floating play to the second baseman. And beating out the throw is Rodriguez. So he's at first. Thomas is at second. And the power flip over the lineup for Cato Kleinman, still with no outs.
At that point, the only thing you could do is just put it in play and see what the defense can do.
Cato Kleinman with an opportunity to drive in a run or two. Senior from VCU. Middle infielder. There's that one to the third baseman through his legs. A Billy Buckner moment as that's going to bring Dalton Thomas from second to score from, or to home scoring from second. That's the third run of the night for the power. It's an RBI single for Cato Kleinman.
They needed that double play right there. Travis Gilbert has been throwing a good amount of pitches lately within the first 3 innings.
And it looks like that's going to be ruled an error Either way, it brings home the third run of the game for the Power and brings up Michael Gonzalez. Still with nobody out, runners at first and second.
Now let's hope if his defense can keep him in striking distance after they get out.
First pitch strike from Gilbert. He's ahead in the count.
That's always a good thing to see. As soon as your defense makes an error, you just want to throw a strike right after.
Kicks and fires. That pitch inside for ball one. As Gonzalez settles back in. 3-0 game. Power have a lead over the Departments. Gilbert kicks and fires. That one's roped over the second baseman's head. That's going to bring home one run. Going from first to third is Rodriguez. Easily scoring is Kleinman. And it's an RBI single for Michael Gonzalez.
And it seems like the Power are just trying to break it open as soon as they can, taking advantage of these areas that the Departments are making.
That'll bring up Rylan Evans. Still nobody out. Runners on the corners. Trying to extend this lead. It's 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. Gilbert looks at both runners before getting set. Kicks and fires. Spins one in the inner half for strike one. Looked like a front door breaking ball. To the righty, Rylan Evans. That's a nice swing from Evans. Similar to the foul ball he had in his first at-bat.
Man,
he roped it down the left field line.
He is looking for that inside fastball, and he's looking to crush it. But he just put a little too much on it.
Well, Gilbert gave him the indoor breaking ball and then went right back inside with the fastball. So he's working him in, and he's ahead 0-2. We'll see where he chooses to go with this 0-2 pitch. He kicks and fires, spins one, and is fought off. First baseman is unable to get there, as that is Nathan Clardy over there manning first base. Still 0-2 to Rylan Evans out of Logandale, Nevada. Watches ball one, as that fastball was about 2 balls on the outside.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. As he ropes another one down the left field line just too early. That one towards the bounce house over in left field.
Seems like he wanted to hit the one over the fence.
Certainly had some exit velo on that swing from Rylan Evans. 1-2 count. Runners on first and third. Power have 2 runs in the second inning already. As Gilbert spun another slider on the inner half. This time he doesn't get the call, and he's asking questions to the home plate umpire.
He does not seem to like that front door breaking pitch.
Yeah, Gilbert really wanted that call. It looked like a good execution of the pitch, just didn't get it from the umpire. That one's popped straight up. Catcher is under. He says he's got it, and he does. Nice play from the catcher right for the first out, and the crowd liking what they're seeing from the Departments.
Seems like whenever they get the first out, everyone loses their mind.
Well, it seems like Hayden Wright is becoming the fan favorite for the Departments. Roped that double off the left center field wall and just making a nice play on that ball in foul territory for the first out. So the Departments are a double play away from getting out of this inning. Can they turn it? It's Keaton Nadeau stepping up, and that one's behind him. Both runners are going to advance. It's going to be Kleinman scoring Kleinman scoring, and Gonzalez moving to second. It's now 5-0 Power. That ball had no chance of getting over the plate. Right behind the right-handed hitter.
He's doing his absolute best to stay in this game and trying to get out of this inning.
And that pitch catches the outside half. 4 strike 1 to Keaton Nadeau. Nadeau at Cal State San Bernardino. He fouls one out into the parking lot behind us for strike 2. He appeared in 31 games off the bench for San Bernardino, hit .412 in that small sample size. 7 hits, 8 runs, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles. So certainly showing that he's got the ability to put the bat on the ball when given the opportunity. He's got a runner on second with 1 out. Watches that ball in the dirt for ball 2. The count's even. His favorite athletes are Mike Trout, Julio Rodriguez, some of the better center fielders in the history of the game, defensively and offensively. As Nato chases a breaking ball, the throw is errant from right, and that's going to allow the runner to go from second to third, as what could have been the second out of the inning puts a runner on first and moves the runner over to third. That'll be a throwing error on right. 1 out, runners on the corners, 5-0 Power, and it's going to bring up Grayson Gegg.
They might need to borrow some of the power players to play over there.
Gegg stepped back into that left-handed batter's box. Another breaking ball in the opposing batter's box for ball 1. As Gilbert struggling to consistently put that breaking ball over the plate. Gegg checks his swing on a pitch on the inner half and doesn't get the call, or he does, so it's a strike.
That was a gift from the blue. They'll take anything they could get at this point.
Nice breeze going through the ballpark right now. That one swung on and hit high into center field. Can of corn for the center fielder. He's going to fire it to home as the runner from third tags and scores. That's Michael Gonzalez scoring easily, as that's the 4th run of the inning for the Power, 6th of the game, as the departments get the second out of the inning, and it's going to bring up Tyler Nelson, the catcher.
And it seems like the department does have the bullpen warming up, just in case it gets a little out of hand.
Yeah, we don't really expect, well, we don't know what to expect when it comes to what type of arms are going to be thrown at the Power. Oh, they're going to check and see if he left early at third. And no, he did not. It's not a bad idea from the departments to try to steal an out.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
As Gonzalez tagged up and scored to extend the lead to 6. As that one off the bat of Nelson, I believe it was, as he's not moving.
It was off the knob, I believe.
Yeah. So it's a foul ball and not a hit by pitch to Tyler Nelson. He's down 0-1.
If he really wanted to, he could have sold that one, saying he hit him in the hand.
He didn't even attempt. I mean, that's how you know it hit straight on the wood. No flinch.
No nothing.
No sting of the knuckles as he slices that foul ball down the right field line behind the first base concession stand. He's down in the count 0-2. With 2 outs, Power leads 6-0 in the bottom of the second against the police and fire departments.
And the Power is all over his fastball as they barely swung and missed on his.
As that one got him right off the Evo shield of Nelson's left elbow. Some fans trying to say he leaned into it. No contestation from the umps. That'll bring up KJ Moon with a runner on first and second and 2 gone. Moon flied out to the shortstop on a high foul ball, or high pop-up just beyond where the shortstop would normally be playing in very shallow left field. Moon watches that pitch on the inside. It's a pass ball. Both runners will advance. So he's got a couple of ducks in the pond to drive home with 2 gone in the bottom half of the second.
And this is an opportunity to see what KJ Moon's offense is really made of.
Yeah, a lot of people around this ballpark were raving about what KJ Moon has to offer for the Power. This is a good opportunity for him to showcase that.
Sit on the fastball and just take it all the way over the fence.
It's a 2-0 count after watching that pitch low. We'll see what Gilbert has to offer. That one's on the outer half for ball 3. And I imagine in an exhibition game like this, Casey Dill will have no problem giving KJ Moon the green light on a 3-0 count.
Show off that pop.
Gilbert delivers on the outer half. It's a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are juiced. It's going to bring up Dalton Thomas. As looks like we have a pitching change for the departments. We've got Greg Lyle coming out. I don't know if he is the pitching coach for the department this afternoon. He's out there talking with his guy, Gilbert, wondering if he's got another out in him.
Travis Gilbert maybe trying to convince him to stay in.
It looks like this is his inning to get out of.
He does have 2 outs, though, but would he be able to continue this inning, or is he going to be taken out?
Forced out at any base with the bases juiced and 2 outs. I think he just went out there and told him, just put it over the plate. You got a defense behind you.
Let the defense do their thing, and hopefully they can get out this inning.
The departments do have 3 errors thus far. However, the walks have been eating them up in this second inning. Had a hit by pitch as well. First pitch swing, and it's Dalton Thomas to center field, right under it, and making the play. 4 runs in the bottom of the second for the Power to extend their lead to 6-0. And we'll be back here at Palm Springs Stadium, the Agua Caliente Press Box, sponsored by El Paseo Jewelers.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Hey, Coachella Valley, Patrick Summers here, General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Spring is here and summer is right behind it. Don't get caught with a broken air conditioning system. Call us now. Let us get a tune-up done. We're offering a special for $79. It comes with a seasonal guarantee. Call our team today. Get yourself scheduled before the heat hits. Be proactive, not reactive. Go ahead and book at callthegeneral.com or call our offices and we'll get you taken care of.
Welcome back to the Agua Caliente Press Box. I'm Zach Durham here with Johnny Maldonado for the inaugural fundraiser exhibition game between the Palm Springs Power and the Palm Springs Fire and Police Department, sponsored by El Paseo Jewelers. We're in the top of the third, and the Power have a 6-0 lead after dropping a 4 spot in the bottom half of the second. And leading off the third for the departments will be Dylan Costello, stepping into that right-handed batter's box. As Costello gets the high five from his coach. Looks like that's Brandon Battaglia manning the third base duties over there. And Wayne Sechrist from the Palm Springs Fire over at first base. As that right there is strike one. We have a new pitcher for the Power. It's number 33, Andrew Baltazar. As he fires in strike one. That one in there as well as he's ahead 0-2.
Being very aggressive in his first batter.
Baltazar from New Mexico Highlands, teammates with Power player Richie Amavisca. As that one's low. Still ahead 1-2 is Baltazar from Baldwin Park, California. The righty sets and delivers. Hard fastball on the outer half, misses. The count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Costello is not chasing as he's looking for his 1 pitch only.
Costello with a quiet lower half. That one caught on the outer half. Caught looking is Costello for the first out of the third. As 1 out in the top of the third. That's going to bring up Richard Solomon. He drew a walk in his first at-bat. As the righty settles into the box and watches ball 1 on the inner half. Defense playing pretty straight up, although with Hayden Wright in the hole, I'm sure the left fielder Grayson Gegg is going to remember what he did in his last at-bat, but will he get that at-bat in this inning? Swing and a miss from Solomon for strike 1.
Let's just hope that someone from the department get on base for Wright, as he's been doing damage his last at-bat.
Yeah, you have to wonder what the prototype for this roster could be. You know, are they going to try to go out there and get on base and run some bases? Are they trying to just go station to station? Or if you're Hayden Wright, just try to get the big hit. And it was very close to hitting it out. Swing and a miss from Solomon, strike 2. I mean, we've done 2 games with the power so far, but we haven't seen a ball hit that far.
Not yet. In the past 2 games, there's a lot of pop on the power team, too. I'm surprised that's the farthest one we've seen.
Give the departments their credit, as that's ball 3. A couple of hard hit balls from Rylan Evans, just unable to keep it in fair territory. But Solomon with a full count and 1 out, trying to do some damage against Andrew Baltazar. Swings and a miss, and nearly falling out of the right-handed batter's box. That'll be out number 2, as Baltazar comes right in to get 2 outs. As it looks like we have a pinch hitter coming in. It's going to be Nathan Clardy. Lefty, number 33, settles in and watches ball 1. Got to say, I'm wondering what they're going to do with these uniforms, as they're pretty unique. Like I said, I mentioned earlier, those with double-digit numbers have 1 in red, 1 in blue, showcasing the collaboration of the 2 departments. Sharing the diamond here with the Palm Springs Power. They're down 6-0 though.
Still a lot of ball game left, but let's see if they can scrap away with it.
The 1-2 from Baltazar is in there. Caught looking is Clardy. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning.
3 up and 3 down for the pitcher.
Good outing in so far for Baltazar, as we head into the bottom of the 3rd here in the Agua Caliente press box. We'll be right back.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection, and an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City, facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Zach Durham here with Johnny Maldonado inside of the Agua Caliente press box. And the Power have themselves a 6-0 lead in this fundraiser exhibition game. As the departments out to play defense, and this being a friendly game, Power players are going to start with 1 strike for the remainder of this game. So as Isaac Rodriguez steps in, he's going to come in down in the count, 0-1. And he'll be doing so against a new pitcher for the departments. It's Jeff Van Leerup, right-handed pitcher, coming in to face off against the right-hander Isaac Rodriguez, who once again starts the count down 0-1, as will the rest of the Power players for the remainder of this game. The righty kicks and delivers. First pitch swinging and finding a hole in between the first and second baseman. There's a base hit for Isaac Rodriguez, so you can give him a strike. Don't matter to him. He's first pitch swinging, and he's on base.
Very aggressive approach, knowing he does have 1 strike on him already.
No TrackMan today. Yeah. Leadoff single. Over at first is Isaac Rodriguez, and Cato Kleinman takes ball 1 inside.
It looks like Van does have some zip on that fastball.
He's got the velo. So 1-1 count. Runner on first. Nobody out. Leadoff hitter for the Power up to bat. As, although Wright drops it, it was in the zone on the outer half. 4 strike 2. So now Kleinman's going to have to protect the plate. Van Leerup checks the runner at first, gets set, kicks and fires, and it's a chopper to first base, trickling foul as Kleinman stays alive. See some fans, some kids over there in the bounce house. It looked empty earlier. Good to see it being utilized.
If the weather going down, there's sure to be a lot more people coming in.
Yeah, it's a very cool night here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Pretty breezy with the misters going on.
Good showing here for this exhibition game. That ball is fouled away towards that bounce house.
The first 2 batters seem to not be phased by the 1 strike right at the beginning of their at-bat as they're still swinging.
Yeah, we had opening night followed by Little League night, and tonight it's this exhibition game that is free admission for all fans here. There's some merch being sold by the departments down behind home plate. As that one is swung on once again right in between the first and second baseman. This time it's off the bat of Cato Kleinman, so back-to-back singles to start off the bottom of the third for the Power.
They should have started him off with 2 strikes.
Put him in protect mode immediately. We might get there sooner than later the way this one's going, but it's going to be Michael Gonzalez stepping to the plate with runners on first and second with nobody out. But going back to the whole fundraiser night tonight, there's going to be a bat signed by all the players on both teams tonight, fire department, police department, and the Power. And that bat is going to be auctioned off, and all proceeds will go to both departments and their associations. As the swing and a miss from Gonzalez, he's behind in the count 0-2. And he's going to have to protect. Fastball down the middle, no swing from Gonzalez. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from Van Leerup for out number 1.
He is definitely taking advantage of that first strike. But can he do it again with him?
It's pretty nice to start every at-bat ahead in the count.
Yes, very easy. Make the pitching out a lot easier.
He spins one in right there. A good slider right over the heart of the plate to Rylan Evans.
Maybe Van did find his mojo at the moment.
The righty set. Looks back to second before firing to Evans, and that one's on the outer half for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts looking as the Power are left wondering how they can attack Van Leerup, as they've had no answers.
They're making Van look like he's in the MLB already.
Back-to-back singles to lead off, followed by back-to-back backwards Ks. And that brings up KJ Moon, or excuse me, Keaton Nadeau. He chops it to third, and there is no play as both runners were going on contact. The ball took the third baseman away from the bag, and there was just no way that he was going to be able to beat out Nadeau with a hard throw at first. So it's going to be an infield single for Keaton Nadeau, and that brings up Grayson Gegg with the bases juiced and 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Power leads 6-0 over the fire and police departments. Gegg looks comfortable in that lefty box. Watch this ball 1 up and away. Once again, for those just joining, power hitters will start with a strike on the count for the remainder of the game. So even though that was the first pitch to Gegg, it's an even count, 1-1. The 1-1 in there for strike 2. As Gegg's going to have to put the bat on the ball.
And if he gets out of this one, this will be the first inning that they don't give up a run.
2 in the first, 4 in the second for the Power. And swing and a miss from Gegg. That's strike 3, so the departments get out of a jam, and the Power not able to show for that inning after back-to-back singles from the top of the order. Score still 6-0. We'll be back in the top of the 4th from here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including one mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. We have a new pitcher for the Power. It's going to be Hudson Myers out of College of the Desert. Johnny, tell me a little bit more about this local product.
Yeah, he does have limited innings pitched with only 5, but he does have 3 strikeouts. And he is coming out of College of the Desert. And he holds a 3.6 ERA with the 1.2 whip.
He also played D tackle over there for the football team. Recorded 7 tackles and half of a sack. So an absolute athlete out there on the mound. Left-hander, 6'3", 250 from Beaumont, California. He's a self-employed cinematographer.
That's an interesting hobby to have outside of baseball.
Right? There was a time where I thought I wanted to be a cinematographer, but realized sports are where I belong.
It's very hard to be a cinematographer. A lot of imagination has to go through that.
Lefty throwing hard, getting his warm-up pitches in, but if you're just joining us, it's been a good, fun atmosphere here at Palm Springs Stadium for the inaugural exhibition fundraiser game between the Palm Springs Power and the local police and fire departments. So far, only 2 hits for the departments, but one of them being an absolute screamer of a double by Hayden Wright off the left field wall. And he's going to lead off the top of the 4th here for the departments.
Now let's hope Wright can get something started again with his double from the last time he was at bat.
Hayden Wright representing Palm Springs Fire as the biggest hit for them so far. They don't have a run to show for it, though. They're chasing 6 to the power.
Still got another 3 innings left to scrap in some runs. And let's see if Wright can get him started again.
First pitch from the big lefty Myers is up for ball 1 to Hayden Wright.
Seems to be more comfortable at each at bat he gets. Just seeing the pitches and looking for the one he wants.
He's certainly a guy who has had his fair share of swings at the dish. Just looks comfortable up there. I would like to see his stat line from high school.
Pretty sure those are some good numbers with the first swing he had with that double.
I mean, with a swing like that, I'm going to say he hit over 400, an on-base percentage close to 500, and a slugging near the 700 or 800s.
And I'm assuming the walls weren't as high in high school, so that most definitely would have gone over the fence.
Absolutely. 3-0 count as Myers comes in and falls behind to Hayden Wright. Fires that one in there for strike 1. All right. As Hayden Wright looking to put another ball in play. The lefty kicks and fires. That ball, ooh, it looked like the umpire wanted to call it a strike and just kind of gave up. It's going to be ball 4 and an early base runner for the departments in this top half of the 4th.
Hey, whatever it takes to get him out on base.
It's going to bring up Chad Blasek. Interestingly enough, we got a number 13 Blasek on the roster and a number 13 and a half Blasek on the roster. It'll be interesting to see when we see his appearance, as that one's chopped behind home plate for a strike. Blasek, a big right-handed bat. Trying to advance right over to second or even better. He gets set. The delivery on the inner half catches that corner of the zone. And Blasek having a word with the umpire. He didn't like it. Not a fan of the strike zone on the inner half there. 0-2. That one is low for ball 1. Blasek with the good vision. Didn't even chase on that. What looked like a breaking ball low and in to the righty. Myers delivers. Chopped away into the department's dugout as he stays alive.
The department's all still trying to fight it back into this game, but it seems like they're having a little bit of trouble trying to put it in play.
I think whoever scores the first run for them might just be Employee of the Month.
They might be.
It's only June 1st, but
MVP.
He might wrap it up on the first day of the month with a, well, really anything.
Yeah, they'll write a big one tonight.
Hayden Wright nearly put one out with a hard hit double that just hit off the Sherman's Deli and Bakery sign out in left center field. I'd like to see the actual distance traveled on that. Another foul ball from Blasek, so he's putting together a good at-bat here against Hudson Myers.
Just hanging in there is all you can do. Waste some pitches, and hopefully they could bring in another pitcher from the power. As they do have someone warming up at the moment, just in case things get out of hand.
Got a good mix of firemen and policemen here in attendance and in the dugout. A lot of them standing right behind home plate. You can see some of the players for the departments looking back and talking with them as they're in the middle of the at-bat. Very casual approach. The 3-2 swing and a miss from Blasek, as that was a nasty off-speed pitch from Hudson Myers in the dirt for out number 1.
Well, you do have to give him credit. He came back from an 0-2 count to make it a full count.
Good recovery from Hudson Myers to get his first out in a power uniform. And the hitter Reynoso, not a fan of the Baby Shark walk-up song that was given to him, as he watches strike one and gives it a nice nod. Reynoso, the righty, with the Gary Sheffield impersonation. Another strike on the outer half. This time he doesn't like it as much as the first one, as it looked more borderline. Either way, Hudson Myers is ahead 0-2. Runner on first, kicks and throws, swing and a miss on a fastball in the inner half. So back-to-back Ks for the lefty, Hudson Myers. And that's going to bring up, it looks like we have a pinch hitter. Going to be Josh Alvarez coming to the plate to pinch hit for the pitcher spot. Bottom of the lineup, 2 outs, runner on first in this lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch strike from Hudson Myers.
He's going right in there at the moment, trying to get out of this inning.
He's attacking him with fastballs early and making him chase the off-speed. This time he's at down 1-0, excuse me. Choking up on the bat is Alvarez. Getting a piece of it. And staying within the ballpark. Foul ball, strike one. Alvarez, the lefty, getting a piece of that in his first at-bat. Representing the Palm Springs Fire. The 1-1 from the lefty. Swing and a miss from Alvarez. Oh, excuse me, the scoreboard was wrong on that one, as that's actually going to be strike 3. So after a leadoff walk, Hudson Myers strikes out 3 in a row to put another 0 on the board for the department. It's 6-0 Power. We'll be back in the bottom of the 4th here at Palm Springs Stadium.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Power lead the fire and police departments by a lead of 6-0. And leading off the bottom of the 4th will be Tyler Nelson. And the inaugural fundraiser game with both departments here at Palm Springs Stadium, sponsored by El Paseo Jewelers. Departments got 2 hits so far to the 8 for the Power, but it's still been a very entertaining game.
Yes, it has. The fire department did have the chances, but they just cannot finish the job, as they did have base runners on almost every inning.
Tyler Nelson stepping up to the plate, going up against Araceli Ramirez. So it looks like we do have a new pitcher. Well, there's 2 number 9s on this roster.
The second number 9.
It looks like it's Van Leerup still, as he attacks Tyler Nelson with a first pitch fastball that he swings and misses on. And it's 0-2. Once again, if you're just joining us for the remainder of the game, the power hitters will start each at bat with 1 strike. So after that first swing and miss, it's now 0-2 to the power backstop.
It looks like they've been more aggressive ever since they had that first strike implemented for them.
As that ball is left up for ball 1. Looked like a good pitch to jump on just above the top of the zone.
A very hard pitch to lay off of as it looks so juicy coming out of his hands.
The righty kicks and delivers. And Tyler Nelson watches strike 3 called on the outer half for out number 1.
What a great start for the fire department as they finally get their first out with no one on.
And Araceli Ramirez getting the first out via the backwards K. And that's going to bring up KJ Moon, the power first baseman tonight. Righty steps in. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch is in there on the outer half. So right away, Moon is in an 0-2 hole with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Power leads 6-0 over the departments. As that one's fouled off on a fastball in the inner half. Moon survives this at-bat and gets to see another pitch.
Doing whatever he takes to stay alive and remain in this at-bat.
I wonder what the thought process of head coach Andrew Mills was. That's a swing and a miss, but it's a pass ball. And KJ Moon is going to race down to first and get there. So it's a strikeout, but a pass ball. And the catcher, Hayden Wright, is hearing it from some of his fellow firemen.
He can't do all the work out here.
Hey, he had the big hit. Didn't bring in a run, but it's been the loudest hit ball, hardest hit ball of the night so far, courtesy of the Palm Springs firemen. Here's Dalton Thomas playing shortstop tonight for the Power. Steps into that right-handed batter's box with 1 out and a runner on first. First pitch swinging, and he slices it into the opposing dugout. He's behind 0-2.
Now with this 0-2 strikes, do you think they're going to be switching up their strategy up here, or they're just going to continue to hack to see what they get?
I think knowing that they're immediately down a strike, they're going to go up there and be aggressive. I think it forces the hitters to have a situational approach, knowing they have 1 less strike to work with. And that one just misses on the outside. Looked like a good spot to miss with that fastball from Ramirez. It's ball 1.
The Blues giving him no breaks, even though they're down 0-6. He still has to earn his outs.
1-2 count with 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. To Dalton Thomas. The delivery low and away for ball 2.
He's worked his way up to an even count again.
Dalton Thomas in season number 3 with the Power. Back-to-back CPCL champions with the Palm Springs Power.
And every year his batting average seems to be going up significantly compared to his first year here.
Watches ball 3 as the count runs full. Yeah, he's been started in the PSCL, made his Power debut in 2023, hit 250. Last season in 2024, hit 286. So in a career 148 at-bats with the Power, he's a 270 hitter with a 707 OPS. That hits that one in between the third baseman and shortstop as that one gets through for a base knock for Dalton Thomas for the 9th hit of the game for the Power.
Looks like it tripped over his glove as he couldn't even move it up.
I believe that was Alvarez over there at third. Either way, getting that jersey a little bit dirty, not a problem at all.
You get to tell his kids he played a good game with that dirty jersey.
Hey, if you go home and your jersey's clean, you didn't play a game of baseball.
Or you're a bench warmer.
Here is the 9-hole hitter for the Power, Isaac Rodriguez, as the righty settles in, down 0-1. And he watches strike 2. Runners on first and second, as it's Moon on second, Thomas at first, and Rodriguez at the plate. Swings and misses, chops it over the pitcher's head, and that's in no man's land. That's an infield single. I'd like to see the exit velo on that, as it just found a sweet spot in that infield, as the bases are now loaded.
Hit in the right spot.
That'll bring up Cato Kleinman, as last inning, the Power had the bases loaded with 1 out, and the Departments were able to get out of that jam. Can they do it in consecutive innings? They'll have to do it against the leadoff hitter for the Power. First pitch swinging from Kleinman right to the shortstop. Looks like he forgot how many outs there were, and he just throws it to first. What could have been an inning-ending double play scores a run, and Kleinman's safe at first, as we'll do it all over again. Bases still juiced, still with 1 out, but the Power add a run. It's now 7-0.
That was a double play written all over, and he just missed it.
Just looked like he forgot how many outs there were. Could have just flipped it to the second baseman to get number 2. Instead, kind of hesitated and doesn't get anything. That brings up Michael Gonzalez. First pitch swinging. Slices it towards that first base dugout as he's behind 0-2. Ramirez, as I mentioned, able to get out of the jam last inning. That time thought he was going to get out of it. Got the ground ball. Defense just unable to execute the inning-ending double play. So there's still 1 out, bases juiced. Swing and a miss on a good pitch from Ramirez. That's out number 2. And that's going to bring up a pinch hitter for the Power. It's going to be Riley Ricken, who got the win in last night's game despite giving up 2 runs in the 7th. It was followed by a 7-run explosion offensively for the Power. That's a nice hack from the lefty Ricken. He slices it down the third base line.
Riley Ricken is from Cal State San Bernardino.
Aspires to be a therapist, teacher, or work in law enforcement. I feel like working in law enforcement fits the theme of tonight. Might meet some fellow employees, future employees.
Now let's see if they'll like him after this at bat.
His father, Raymond, played in the New York Yankees organization back in his day.
Yeah, baseball seems to run in the family for sure.
Ricken, 6'6", 220. Big lefty. Nice swing. He lines that into left field. That one's going to get into the corner. 1 run scores. 2 runs going to score. Holding up at third is Kleinman. It's a stand-up double for Riley Ricken. He adds 2 more to the lead for the Power.
If Ricken decides to apply for the police department, they for sure remember him.
What a hack from Riley Ricken with 2 strikes. Lines that opposite field towards the left field corner to add 2 more runs. It's now a 9-0 lead for the Power. And it's now Keaton Nadeau up to bat. Fastball in there as Nadeau's down 0-2. Second and third with 2 outs. Power with a 3 spot in this 4th inning as Nadeau is rung up on a questionable call. Regardless, it's 3 more runs for the Power. Their lead's up to 9. We'll be back for the 5th inning here at Palm Springs Stadium in this exhibition game presented by El Paseo Jewelers.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for two or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. It's a 9-0 game between the Palm Springs Power and the Palm Springs Fire and Police Departments in the inaugural Fundraiser exhibition game presented by El Paseo Jewelers. And we have a new hitter for the department here. It's going to be number 13 and a half, Chase Blasik, stepping into the right-handed batter's box. We have a new pitcher for the Power as well. It's going to be the freshman right-handed pitcher, number 28, Johnny Young, College of the Desert product.
The departments have a very tough assignment as he has 21 strikeouts in 21 innings.
Johnny Young, not the most conventional arm slot, but it's deceptive to hitters. As he leaves that one up to ball, and the count is 1-1.
Has a very unique pitching motion as well, as it seems like he's hesitating, but it's actually the way he just throws it.
That one outside and away for ball 2. You have to be wondering if the fire chief and chief of police are going to be getting their at-bat or playing time at any moment. We've still yet to see Paul Alvarado or Andrew Mills with an at-bat.
At this point, they have nothing to lose.
I'm sure they'll want to get out there and get some cuts in as the fan almost makes a nice play over there behind the dugout. And the fireman ends up with it. Good effort from the fans. It's a 2-2 count to Blasik. Number 13 and a half on tonight's roster. Young delivers. Swing and a miss from Blasik. Looked like Young took something off of that one, and it's the first out of the 5th inning.
Seems like he was expecting fastball was way out in front of that one.
That's going to bring up one of the Costellos. First pitch swinging, chops it over to third. Coming up and making the throw is Michael Gonzalez. Oh, and the umpire signaled out, but it looked like KJ Moon had a bit of a bobble. It might have been on the transfer.
They should call New York on that play.
Yeah, we're hearing some boo birds here. KJ Moon looked like he bobbled it on the transfer, which is why the umpire called him out at first. Regardless, it's a first pitch swinging out for Dylan Costello. And that's going to bring up Jeff Van Leerup, pinch hitting, as he steps into that right-handed batter's box to take on Johnny Young. He fouls that one off down the first base line. Johnny Young, very familiar with Palm Springs Stadium. He's been in the PSCL for 2 seasons, 2023 and 2024. Played for the Lumberjacks before making 6 appearances for the Power last summer.
He has very impressive numbers with the Power as well, holding a 3.86 ERA.
11.2 innings pitched for Young last season. Hoping to improve those numbers this year. He's ahead 0-2. And nasty pitch. That slider was in the left-handed batter's box when it was chased by the right-handed hitter. I believe that was Van Leerup. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th. 1-2-3 from Johnny Young and the Power as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. Presented by Agua Caliente Casino.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals. We're
back at the Diamond here at Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Zach Durham here with Johnny Maldonado. We're inside of the Agua Caliente press box here in the bottom of the 5th inning in the inaugural Palm Springs Power versus Palm Springs Fire and Police Departments. We just had our auction of the autographed bat signed by all the Power players, all of the participants, and tonight's game for the department. And we just had 2 bats auctioned off for $85 a piece. All proceeds will be split between both the Fire and Police Department associations. That's what we love to see. Fundraiser successful. It's been a great atmosphere here at Palm Springs Stadium as the Power lead 9-0 over the department, as Ramirez, still out there on the mound, came in the 3rd, got 0 runs for allowing 3 in the 4th. He's back out for his 3rd inning of work, going up against Grayson Gegg, who leads off for the Power.
Brought it back to an even count at 2-2.
2-2 count. Power hitters starting with a strike under their belt. They will be behind in the count for the rest of the night.
Seems to be no problem for them, though. They're still putting up runs after that first strike given.
That one is up and away, but it caught the corner. And that's a strikeout looking for Grayson Gegg as the department throw it around, as it's another strikeout for Ramirez. Tyler Nelson, the catcher, comes up for another at-bat. As offense has slowed down a bit just since Ramirez has come in. Power have 11 hits compared to 2. As first pitch swinging and just missing it. Fouling it straight back is Nelson. 0-2. Asking for a new ball. And getting one is Ramirez. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for the police or fire departments, but we got a righty over down the third base line for the Power. And we'll let you know who it is when we get confirmation. The 0-2 delivery fouled off from Tyler Nelson. He stays alive. And it looks like James Rivera is out there warming up in the bullpen for the Power. As Tyler Nelson settles back in to that right-handed batter's box. Down 0-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Ramirez. He's got back-to-back and 5 consecutive. Going back to the last inning, and that ball gets away.
Looks like Red has a competition between departments.
KJ Moon steps up to the plate. KJ Moon, one of the early offensive stars for the Power in 2 games thus far. People are really excited about what this guy has to offer. He's listed as a utility/pitcher. We've yet to see him pitch in a Power uniform yet. It's a 1-1 count. Dalton Thomas is on deck. 1-1 with 2 outs. That one's roped. Fair ball down the left field line. KJ Moon is rounding first and going to second. That one's all the way in the left field corner by the Gurley sign, and easily pulling up and standing at second base with a 2-out double is KJ Moon. That'll bring up Dalton Thomas to try to bring him home. It was a sharply hit ball right down that third base line, just staying fair underneath the glove of the third baseman. Looks like it was Brandon Battaglia down there at third. Couldn't get down there in time. So a 2-out double has a runner in scoring position for Dalton Thomas, who watches ball 1. Dalton Thomas in his 3rd season with the Power once again. Been to 7 different colleges. I mean, he has just absolutely bounced around. That's a guy who loves to play ball.
Ain't nothing wrong with playing too much ball. He just loves the atmosphere.
And he says he thanks Casey Dill for keeping him in the game of baseball. He says he changed the trajectory of his baseball career. Really kind of convinced him to stay in the game.
He does have some pretty good numbers, though. Batting .286, and is pretty much getting better every season with the Power as well.
Yeah, he always provides solid defense in that middle infield for the Power. 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on second for Dalton Thomas, trying to drive him home. Alvarez delivers, and Thomas flares that one into right field. It's going to bounce in front of the right fielder. It was in no man's land, an easy RBI single for Dalton Thomas as KJ Moon comes around from second and steps on home for the 10th run of the night for the Power.
They had just been all over these pitchers tonight. But the fire department and the police departments did also have their chances to bring in some in, but they failed to take advantage of those situations.
And we're in the 9-hole spot, and Johnny Young, the pitcher, is going up to hit, so the Power are dropping the DH and letting their pitcher go out there and take a few hacks. Young watches ball 1 on the outer half. Cato Kleinman on deck. But it's Johnny Young getting the at-bat with that closed batting stance, kind of looking like Adrian Beltre with that left foot. Oh, and he chops it over the pitcher's head. Tough play for the shortstop. What a stretch by the first baseman, and he gets the out. What an athletic play from both the shortstop and the first baseman for the police and fire departments as they get that third out and get out of the inning. Only 1 run scored for the Power, but they hang on to a 10-0 lead. We'll be back in the top of the 6th here at Palm Springs Stadium.
It's a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back into Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Zach Durham here with Johnny Maldonado. We're in the top of the 6th inning of this fundraiser exhibition matchup between the Palm Springs Fire and Police Department and the Palm Springs Power. In tonight's matchup, sponsored by El Paseo Jewelers. As leading off for the departments, it will be Casey Costello, one of the 3 Costellos on the roster for the police and fire departments tonight. And pitching for the Power will be James Rivera out of Mississippi Valley State. As he fires in a strike, but lined right back up the middle is a base knock from Casey Costello, the 3rd of the evening for the departments. Just sent that pitch right back where it came from, up the middle, and a leadoff single for Costello.
James Ramirez does have 11 strikeouts for 12 innings of work. Let's see if we would see that today.
Tristan Warzeka will come in and pinch hit for the departments, getting his first hacks of the night. And first pitch swinging, fouls it off towards that first base dugout. Fun fact on James Rivera, he was the first player to arrive here at Palm Springs Stadium for the 2025 season. He got here and was just ready to go to work.
You know what to say, the early bird gets to work.
That's true. Good attitude. Got to speak with him about his playing experience. Was thrilled to have just anyone be interested in him. Mississippi Valley State reached out. They really liked his stuff, and he was more than happy to go play for them. And he's more than happy to come out here to Palm Springs Stadium and put on a Power uniform. He's down 2-1 in the count to the pinch hitter, though. Fires in a strike there. Count at 2-2. To Warzeka with a runner on first after the leadoff single from Costello. You have to wonder if they're all brothers, Liam, Casey, and Dylan Costello.
Who knows at this point? Everyone has the same last name as
All of them representing the Palm Springs Fire Department. So is Tristan Warzeka at the plate right here in a full count. The delivery from Rivera is low, so it's ball 4 and a walk. First 2 base runners on for the departments in the top of the 6th inning.
Great way to start off an inning. A base knock and a walk.
Now it's going to bring up Tanner Roa, number 24, big right-handed hitter. He's ready to go up there and get his first hacks of the evening. First and second. Watch us strike one on the outer half as Rivera's ahead in the count. He's working quickly here as he's already set and ready to throw. And that one's flared into right field. And that's Jamal Ritter, who came in as a defensive substitution, coming up with the play in right field for an easy out number one. We have Brandon Battaglia coming up to hit for the Palm Springs Fire and Police. Battaglia representing the fire department as he settles into that left-handed batter's box to take on James Rivera. Looks like a fan favorite here.
The #1 fan for the department, it seems.
Must be a fan favorite amongst his colleagues. That one's way up and out of the zone for ball one.
He's doing what it takes for the department to get back into this game.
Rivera. Kind of a stance, looks like Eddie Rosario. Kind of stands up tall, waggles that bat around. Just trying to put the bat on the ball.
That's all you can do at this point. Put it in play and see what the power can do with it.
It worked out perfectly for Casey Costello. He had that leadoff single that has set the tone for this inning. Swing and a miss from Battaglia on a fastball. It's now 2-2. Rivera gets set and fires. Chops that one in the dirt, and it's a foul ball. Fans are trying to say that didn't touch him. I believe it bounced off of his hip and would be a dead ball.
Tried to sell it, but it did not work for them.
I'm curious to know who the best cook in the Palm Springs Fire Department is. I'd like to know who is or isn't allowed in the kitchen. In that you know, there's always the guy who's whipping up the family meals.
And then there's always the guy who can't be in the kitchen.
I need to know who on this staff is the guy that's feeding everyone. As that's a swing and a miss from Battaglia for out number 2. Not a bad at-bat for the pinch hitter. Here comes Wayne Seacrest for the Palm Springs Fire, stepping into that right-handed batter's box. He's got the black pants on, too, to match the black jersey. That's a pass ball as both runners will advance. So now there's 2 runners in scoring position for Seacrest to drive in with 2 out to in the top of the 6th inning in the inaugural Fundraiser exhibition match presented by El Paseo Jewelers here at Palm Springs Stadium. Swing and a miss on a fastball up in the zone for strike 1. Rivera working very quickly. Fires in another strike as he gets ahead of the count.
It's quick pitching every batter he sees at the moment.
There's nobody warming up for the Power, but we got a righty warming up for the departments. Oh, we got a runner caught in no man's land. Oh, and it hit him. Tyler Nelson tried to throw down to third and ends up hitting the runner in the back. And they're all laughing about it.
Oh, man.
Hit him on the back of his back right shoulder as he was heading back towards third base. Nearly caught out in no man's land as that pass ball was corralled quickly by Tyler Nelson. Still a 1-2 count. That one's in the dirt. corralled by Nelson, so it's a 2-2 count. Switches out the ball for his pitcher, Rivera, who's one strike away from getting out of a jam. 2 runners in scoring position after a leadoff single and a walk. That's ball 3.
Worked it back to a full count, and let's see if we can take advantage of this situation right here to see if he gets a pitch he likes.
Rivera's got a base open, but I'm sure he wants to go right after this guy. And that ball is low, so it's ball 4, and the bases will be loaded. As Sechrist comes in, draws the walk. And that's going to bring up Arturo Bravo from the Palm Springs Police. Another bases loaded situation with 2 outs for the fire and police departments, as Rivera struggling to find his command here. Spikes that one in the dirt for ball 1.
Maybe the departments are getting to him at this inning.
Swing and a miss on a fastball for strike 1. That one was placed perfectly on the outer half of the zone to the right-handed hitter. Plenty of dirt kicking up from Tyler Nelson's glove. Speaking of dirt, that pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. As Rivera is trying to find a way to get out of this inning. I'm sure the Power want to hold on to this shutout. And in the inverse, the Departments just want to put something on the board. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As Bravo is going to have to protect. The delivery, that one's out. So we have a full count with 2 outs. And the base is loaded. Big pitch here.
This is their chance to finally reach the board.
Bravo's got to be smart to take ball 4 if he needs to, or fight if it's a strike. And it's in the dirt. So they get their run, and you can hear the reception from the crowd as the fire and police department have their first run of the evening, courtesy of a bases loaded walk.
A walk is just as good as a hit.
It all started with that leadoff hit. Comes around to score. And it was Clark who came in to pinch run. Excuse me, Clardy came in to pinch run for Costello after he got that leadoff single. Now it'll be Josh Alvarez. Still with the bases loaded and 2 outs. He swings and misses for strike 1. That one's flared. Shallow left field. And got a guy under it, making out number 3. But the departments are on the board, courtesy of a bases loaded walk. And that'll bring us into the bottom of the 6th. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito.
Welcome back to the Agua Caliente Press Box. I'm Zach Durham here with Johnny Maldonado as we kick off the bottom of the 6th inning here at Palm Springs Stadium. First pitch swinging is Cato Kleinman, and off of the glove of the third baseman, and Cato Kleinman's going to reach on an infield hit. That was a hard hit ball off the glove of Tanner Roa over there at third base. Did just enough to get in front of it, but not enough to get the out. That's going to bring up Michael Gonzalez. And that's a first. Never seen a pitcher call time and run up to the catcher. Usually it's the other way around, but it's just as effective. As it's Casey Costello on the mound after a couple of solid innings from Arceli Ramirez. That one's up and in to Gonzalez. Kleinman will easily trot down to second base. As Casey Costello walks back to the mound. Got that free strike, as all the players will start and have been starting with a strike in the count to start their at-bats. So it's 1-1. Swing and a miss from Gonzalez. It's now 1-2. Still nobody out. If you're just joining, Palm Springs put up 10 runs through 5, and then in the top half of the 6th, the fire department and the police department able to bring home their first run of the night, courtesy of a bases-loaded walk. So they're on the board, and the comeback is on.
Hey, that's all that matters. They get on the board. They didn't get shut out by the power team.
I'm sure that's something that they will go home happy with.
Small victories is any victory at this point.
No goose eggs on that box score. The 2-2 count from Costello to Gonzalez. Gonzalez swings and misses on that fastball on the outer half for out number 1. And hitting for the first time this evening will be Jamal Ritter. He got the start last night. Went 1 for 4 with 2 hits, an RBI, and drew a walk this time. Getting his first at bat, he watches ball 1.
Jamal Ritter does have a really good batting average, as he's batting .313 this season.
Yeah, hit .313 at Norfolk State as he chops that one off of his shin. Now a 1-2 count. He had 36 stolen bases in 2023, which at the time he was playing at Old Westbury in New York. That was 12th in Division III, those 36 stolen bases.
Speed demon out there.
He's got a tall batting stance, not a lot of movement, high leg kick, and another swing and a miss, and strike 3. So Ritter goes down swinging, and Costello has back-to-back strikeouts. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. Keaton Nadeau stepping up to the plate for the Power from Highland, California, currently playing at Cal State San Bernardino. He watches a strike, and he's down 0-2. Costello settling in nicely after giving up a couple early base runners.
What a take by that, as he was not biting at it at all.
It was a good pitch on the outer half, just missed the bottom left corner. The 1-2 count with 2 outs. Costello trying to get out of this inning with a power runner on second, and he does. Another strikeout for Casey Costello as we head into the 7th inning. 10-1 is the lead for the Power. 3 more outs for the departments to work with. Let's see if they can muster up a comeback here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. We've reached the top of the 7th inning in this 7-inning exhibition matchup between Palm Springs Power and the local police and fire department in this matchup presented by El Paseo Jewelers. As on the mound for the Power, making his Power debut is Peyton Von Kanel out of Concordia University Irvine, the 6'6", 210-pound righty, former player of the Colton Nighthawks. So very familiar with intercollegiate summer ball. The Power don't take on the Nighthawks until the first week of July. Kanel comes in and starts off with a strike. From Yucaipa, California, majoring in business at Concordia. Fires in strike number 2. He's ahead 0-2.
Payne has limited work there, but he does have 2 strikeouts, 1 earned run, and only 3 hits allowed in 2 innings of work.
Check swing. They're going to say he went around for strikeout. As good morning, good afternoon, and good night from Von Kanel to Marco Cruz, who was pinch hitting for the Palm Springs Police. And it looks like Rachel Davis coming in to pinch hit for the Police. Watches ball 1 on the inner half. Rachel Davis in the right-handed batter's box, takes a nice hack, swings and misses at the fastball from Von Kanel. The 1-1. Another swing and a miss from Davis. This time she's out in front, and it's 1-2. The delivery from the tall righty. Swing and a miss from Davis. Strike 3. Getting a good reception from the crowd. And coming up to bat, number 13 and a half, Chase Blasek. One final chance for the departments to have a say in this exhibition matchup.
A 2-out rally would not hurt them at all.
Mentioned earlier that all proceeds of tonight are being split between both fire and police associations. We auctioned off 2 autographed bats. As that one's roped into right field, Jamal Ritter comes up with the play. It was a hard hit ball off the bat of Chase Blasek, but it's the 3rd out of the inning, and that'll wrap up the ball game. Palm Springs Power defeat the departments by a score of 10-1 in the inaugural matchup between the Palm Springs Fire and Police Department in this fundraiser matchup that was very successful on both ends.
Thank you for coming out, and have a great night.
Yeah, I mean, didn't get to see a whole lot of offensive action beyond the first couple of innings, but we saw some hard hit balls from the Power. We saw a very hard hit ball courtesy of Hayden Wright for the Fire Department, and they're going to go down and shake hands in what was a very successful fundraiser night. We hope we can do this again in the future. But for tonight, that wraps it up. I'm Zach Durham with Johnny Maldonado inside of the Agua Caliente Casino's press box. Once again, the Palm Springs Power win 10-1 over the Police and Fire Department. The next game for the Power will be Tuesday right here at Palm Springs Stadium, as they're going to take on the San Diego Bombers at 7 p.m. We thank you for tuning in tonight, and we hope to see you in the future supporting the Palm Springs Power. We thank you for your support tonight,